battery strap upgrade kit for the PICO4 that is under £50. So first of all, let's get this out of the way. I do have the KKCOBVR replacement upgrade kit strap for the PICO4 that I purchased myself. It was £99. You do get the dock with that, with 2 batteries, whereas with this one, you only get the 1 battery and you don't get a dock. But do you need a dock? It's up to you. This one was sent to me and there was no restrictions on what I could say or anything, you know, no approval. I could say whatever I liked. First of all, let's take a look at it. It's very similar. The battery strap is slightly different. It's slightly different the way you attach it. It just clips on to the back, but when you peel it off, you can see the pins there rather than the pins at the bottom, which is what you get on the Bobo one. Very similar though, not really much difference, and very similar to fit it in the same way too. But one big difference that you will notice, it has a grey strap rather than a bright orange one. Now, I saw this a lot on the comments that people were complaining that bright orange just wasn't for them. So if you really don't like the bright orange, this is a go-to one for you. It goes for a Velcro strap on the side, which is slightly different to the clip than you get with the Bobo. And it's more of a rubber head surround than you get with the mushy head strap that you had to try and connect, which is, you didn't have to do that with this one. So one of the big differences is when it is as far out as it goes, you do have a little bit more room with this one to get it on. Mainly for the fact that it doesn't have all the padding and this is more squishy, so you do actually get it more to go around your head. But there's not much in it room wise, maybe a little bit extra. The other obvious difference between the two as well is obviously you can take this out and replace it with the softer cushioning one that you got, whereas this, it just comes as this. You don't get any replacement or extra bits to it. But honestly, sometimes this kind of drives me insane that the Velcro does like get caught on your hair. I'd say overall, quality wise, there really isn't much in it. The battery button is a little bit more difficult to press when you're wearing it. Also, the lights are on the top, so, I mean, but it doesn't really make much of a difference because you don't see the lights when you've got it on anyway. It's only when you're charging it on the dock that makes a difference, and, yeah, you just plug the USB-C cable in. The top strap, I mean, there's not much in it. It's basically the same. Probably longer padding on that one than there is on this one, but once you've got it on your head, you can't really notice. I think the advantage is the cost. This is under £50, whereas that was £100. And overall, if you're just looking for an extra upgrade battery, this is pretty good for what it is. There is easily enough room once fully stretched out to allow for the cable. There's no worry about that. It's easily long enough, and it sort of matches it all together, black. And well, I know this bit isn't black on the normal one, but it matches if you've got the black cover. If I was gonna go for either one of them, to be honest, there isn't enough in it for me to decide. There are issues with this one, and there's not really anything wrong with this one. The overall packaging maybe wasn't as good with this one as the Bobo, but I mean, I threw the packet away, so what difference does it really make? I think the only advantage with the Bobo is that it's got 2 batteries and a dock, which means I've got more gameplay. But I mean, honestly, I don't think I've ever used the second battery. I'm trying to think. Potentially might have once. There's no real difference. I mean, it's got 2 magnetic things, so it's not coming off anywhere. But generally, the 2 big things are, obviously, the strap is a different colour. It's a lot cheaper. And there is slightly more room with this one than there is with the other one. Slightly. I would quite happily recommend both of them. They're both really good accessory for the PICO4 itself. Also, if you're thinking of getting this, there is a link in the description down below, and the discount code will give you 10% off. So it's quite a bargain.